Okay, Maggie, look at this baby.
Gosh, bluefin? How lucky are we?
Well, John's come... You know, I made this little deal with John. I had a joke, because I can never get bluefin.
Having a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Because I'm using the fennel, I don't want to waste these lovely, feathery and very tasty little fronds or leaves. This has all been chopped, and I'm going to pull all this together with some olive oil because I'm wanting to make a paste. And the paste is to put around this beautiful piece of tuna. Now, if I had time, I would be leaving this for about 20 or 30 minutes. But, already I'm excited. So what are you going to do with that beautiful piece of tuna?
Well, Maggie, I'm actually presumptuous enough to make sushi, but I'm fascinated by the whole California roll thing, which is a bit of a mishmash of a traditional futamaki sushi roll, a little bit changed by the Americans for their market, and it's about all flavours going into the roll. And I'm stuck with this little horrible artificial lurid pickled daikon because mine's not ready yet, but that's why I wanted to do that, to avoid that. The ginger, probably a couple of days and we could use it, but I've got some pickled ginger. I've got my cucumber, because that's really nice right now. And avocados, really good right now. What else have I got? Sushi rice. It's very important that you buy A-grade sushi rice. I wash 3 times till the water runs clear, and then I drain, and then I go exactly 1-to-1. The recipe will be on the website.
Okay.
So it's 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water after you've washed. You wash 3 times because you want to remove some starch, but not all of it. So it's a compromise between getting starch, but not too much, because it needs to break in your mouth.
Okay.
But still hold together a bit. And the little piece of kelp, this is kombu, the very thick seaweed, just gives it that nice, just a subtle little bit of the ocean smell, which I like. That taught me, I was lucky enough in the Japanese restaurant, that he painstakingly went through sushi 20 times with me. You know, he just kept going on and on and on and on to ad nauseum, but I'm so glad now. I was younger then and I just thought, shut up. But, you know, he's right. He's really right. So the rice, while it's still hot, always put a little bit of sake in for flavour, but also it does puff the rice. If all the rice is really tight, it's like getting a piece of bread and getting a rolling pin. I always tell the apprentices that you don't squash bread, so don't squash rice. The sake helps puff it all up. And then I've made up this sushi vinegar, which is basically 3 tablespoons of sugar to about, how much is that, 100 mils? Yep. About 100 mils of vinegar, and that's going in, and that's called sushi su, that's sushi vinegar. So it's slightly sweet and a little bit of salt.
Okay.
I think we're pretty right. Should be sweet and salty. You get your nice nori, which is pressed seaweed, and you put always shiny side down. So that's the rules, that's non-negotiable, and make sure your lines go up this way, because otherwise your roll's going to crumble, and I learnt that the hard way, because I thought I knew everything. And then very precise for futamaki, it's basically about just under 8 mil of rice, and you just stop short on this end.
To be able to roll it up, is that?
So that's about the centimetre that I want, and it's just lightly pressed down. I'm not slaughtering it down, and let's just hope it all works. But the wasabi roe is nice. It gives you a bit of a boot, but a mild burn, you know, not crazy. And I think Maggie will approve of that.
Oh, I love wasabi. Yeah. Just little bits of it.
Little bits. Then the cucumber.
The crunch of the cucumber.
Yep. So we've got a lot of different textures, and it really hurts me to do this, but I'm doing it. I really want to use real pickled daikon, but like I said. And then bring it up away from you. Let's see if it works. And if it doesn't, then I'll just run away. Easy. And the other trick is to try and keep it all in the middle.
And then, do you eat it at that temperature then?
No, cool it down.
Cool it down.
Let it set a bit before you cut it.
Okay.
But not too long. And if you want to leave them for too long, then the little trick there is to probably wrap them up in tea towels or paper towels. Now, I'm just going to stop here just to make a few points. I did get it in the middle, so I'm pretty pleased about that. I've got a bit of a dodgy corner, but I should be okay. A bit of sushi vinegar to help it stick without diluting the flavour down. And now, you can actually get all fancy at this stage and start making square ones and whatnot. I'm not 100% happy with the size of that, but, you know, shall I leave that until we're all done and then cut it up then?
I was so thrilled to see you do that. It was fascinating.
Oh, I love doing it.
Yeah, I can see. I put these on the back of the pan, and then this beautiful piece of tuna that's been sitting in this lovely flavours, straight on. Perhaps a little bit of extra salt just as it goes on.
And you're going to keep it nice and rare?
Oh, yes.
Good.
I'm going to be about 1.5 minutes one side, perhaps a minute the second side, although it's so thick, I might sort of do each side and make sure I seal. Do you think you could be master of the stove here while I get this persimmon salad done?
And so we're just going to seal around?
I really just want to sear around on each side.
No worries.
The great thing about late autumn is these are non-astringent persimmons, and they're perfect for making a salad. So, and because they have such a lovely cross-section, see that star shape. And I'm going to toss it with the fennel that's already cut and been sitting in with a bit of lemon juice. I just wanted to kind of lay the lemons on top of this beautiful piece of tuna. A last bit of drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm going to just put the salad on the side. Now, I'm sure you'd put it on top.
Oh, yeah, I can't help it. You know how it is.
But all those lovely, lovely flavours, fresh as fresh as fresh. So I'm right.
All right, I'll wrap up.
Okay.
Get rid of that. Got your pickled ginger, got my wasabi, and my dipper I like 1/3 soy, 1/3 mirin, 1/3 water. This is just personal preference, and a squeeze of lime, however you like it. You can go straight soy. And I think that is me done.
Well, I'm impressed.
Well, this is what interests me, because I'm not a big persimmon fan, and I think you might have converted me, Maggie.